Greetings to everybody. It's Jeffrey Guterman here with the Strat-O-Matic Network, and we've got a ball game here. It is in the 1968 replay. The date is April 11 in 1968. And it's a one-game matchup, one-game series. Some of this may be due to the postponement of opening day due to the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. And it's the California Angels at the Cleveland Indians, and we have a Philip Reynolds here, who is apparently for the Cleveland Indians. Let's look at our starting lineups. First, starting for California, is Ricky Clark. He was 1-11 with a 3.53 earned run average in 94 innings pitched. I was going to the store. And Clark is a right-hander. For the Cleveland Tribe, left-hander Sam McDowell. He was 15-14 with a 1.81 ERA. 283 strikeouts in 269 innings pitched. For the California Angels, leading off Paul Scholl at third base, Jim Fregosi at short, Rick Reichart in left field, Chuck Hinton in center, Don Mincher at first, Bubba Morton in right, Buck Rogers catching, Bobby Knopp at second, and pitching, right-hander Ricky Clark. For the Cleveland Indians, it's Tommy Harper leading off in left, Vern Fuller batting second at second base, Jose Cardinal batting third in center. At cleanup, Duke Sims, the catcher. Batting fifth, the always dangerous Tony Horton. Batting sixth, Vic Davalillo. And playing right field, Max Alvis bats seventh, he's at third. Larry Brown batting eighth. at shortstop, and the pitcher, Sam McDowell. We hope you'll join us, pull up a chair, relax, do what you like to do, and join us for this ball game. We're in Cleveland Municipal Stadium, right on the lake. I think it's Lake Erie, isn't it? And the Cleveland Tribe takes the field. And leading it off for the California Angels is Paul Schall to face Sam McDowell of Cleveland. Okay, Schall steps in. And McDowell is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch, that's 4-3 right-handed, flies it to right for Davalillo. He's under it. He makes the catch, one away, and we are underway here. Now Jim Fregosi, the batter. Fregosi in the batter's box. Here's McDowell now. 5-5 right-handed, struck him out, and that's one of what might be many today with Sam, sudden Sam on the mound. This youngster can really throw heat. 2 outs. And here's the bonus baby, Rick Reichard. And if you're here, we'd sure love to hear from you to check in. Here's the pitch to Reichard, 1-8 left-handed, hit well by Reichard. Into the gap, and it's dropping, rolling to the wall. Reichard comes into second standing with a double. And Joel Horland has arrived. Hello, Joel. Thank you for being here. So Reichard gets a fastball and slams it to left center field. Cardinal finally caught up with it at the fence, and he's standing at second with a double and 2 outs. This would be a clutch situation. Chuck Hinton is the batter. Yeah, if you're here, we'd love to hear from, I'd love to hear from you. There we go. The pitch to Hinton. That's 4-4 right-handed. Flies it center, our first X today. That's Jose, 211 going back. Oh, I neglected also. 211, 19-2. And he makes the catch. Reichard has the option here to tag, but the side is out. Oh, Hinton flies out to right. Caught by Davalillo. Second putout he had. No runs, 1 hit. The double, the 2-out double by Reichard. And Kathy Harden has checked in. And we say thank you, hello, and thank you, Kathy Harden. Well, the Angels take the field. It's Ricky Clark, 1-11, 3.53 ERA. Wow. And Tommy Harper leads it off. Okay, Clark is ready now. And the pitch, that's 4-9 right-handed, struck him out. Clark gets Harper swinging. Here's Vern Fuller. .610 right-handed, ballpark slash, yes, like I said, we neglected, and we will do so right now. Singles left-handed is 1 to 12. Right-handed is a 1. Go figure. And home runs, left-handers 1 to 11. And right-handers 1 to 14. And that's, of course, those who have end power. So we had a .610 right-handed, and that is a ballpark slash right-handed 1. No. Lines it to short, caught by Fregosi, and that's our second out of the bottom of the first. Like I said, we'd love to hear from you in text. Just a hello would be nice. Ricky Clark into his windup, and the pitch to Cardinal. That's 1-7 right-handed, grounder to short. And that's fielded by Fregosi. He fires to Mincher at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Kevin McCarthy. Yeah, if you're talking about the politician, Kathy Hart. I don't see anything on him. What happened to Getz? You see how good it is. I'm disconnected, going absolutely out of my mind with daily shit too. My sling doesn't work, but I checked and the down detector says it's down. It'll come back. Be positive. Be positive, Jeffrey Guterman. We head to the top of the second, and it's McDowell, of course. Okay, well, is there... Joel Horland, I like the way you think. I'm not much into revenge. And I want to thank you all for being here. Kathy, I started early today. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. There should be a criminal investigation. When you have a sitting House of Representatives uncover evidence, 17 paid girls. Yeah, but do we have any That's what I want to know. Kathy Harden, Joel Horland, both great people. Uh, and if it doesn't, yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, Kathy Harden, I know, I know. And we have a baseball demos here. Is the market open today or what? It is, I think. I think it'll be open tomorrow. We have a demos has arrived. And we welcomes demos. It's going to be Don Minsher. Now Minsher has some power. He's here for the playing first base for these Angels here in this unusual one-game series. Okay, McDowell. Oh, you too, Kathy Harden. 5'10" left-handed, grounder to short, our second X. That's for Brown, Brown 325. And Brown getting around to it. It's going to be an E25 roll for Brown. See, Brown sticks around. E25-8. And he throws him out. Nice play by Larry Brown of the Tribe. Covering ground out there, made a nice throw to Tony Horton at first. Oh, you too. Isn't that something? Now here's Bubba Morton. A beautiful, perfect day for a game, I would say, of Strat-O-Matic. 1968 baseball. It's Bubba Morton now, facing McDowell. McDowell winds and deals. That's going to be 5-6 right-handed. Struck him out. And that is the second for Sudden Sam. It is a breezy, lovely day. I might even open up the door, get some fresh air in here. Yeah. 2 outs now, Buck Rogers, pilot of the future, traveling back here and stepping in the batter's box. McDowell. Pitch from McDowell, 2-2, left-handed, grounds it to third. And Alvis has it. I always liked Max Alvis as a Cleveland Indian. He throws it on over to Horton. 1-2-3 for Sam. It is a perfect afternoon. It feels like a holiday, kinda. Feels like it's not really work. I think a lot of work gives people off this day, as well as Christmas Eve. And then on the 26th, I think it's back to work for most organizations. Now, this is in the U.S. You know, there's plenty of things open. Supermarkets open tomorrow. And I'll be shopping for 2 days. We're heading to the bottom of the second in a very crisp and welcome ball game. This will be the only ball game. And I'm holding on to a string, trying to keep straight here. I get back to my question. Got about an hour left to work. Cleveland, I like to call you Cleveland, actually. That's awesome, and I really mean that. It is awesome that you have only 1 hour left, and I invite you to enjoy yourself today, tomorrow, and beyond. Okay, Clark on the mound for the Angels. Retired the tribe and order in the first. He'll face Sims, Horton, and Davalillo, all three good hitters. Relatively, of course. I don't know what he batted. Duke Sims, he hit a 249. That's great for 68. I'm just kidding. It is about 10 points higher than the National League average, but I guess that includes pitchers, huh? Here's the pitch to Sims. Still a metric if you know how what standards are. Ricky Clark and the pitch to Sims. That is a 3-7, if I'm not mistaken. Right-handed, it's chopped to second. And Knopp fields it, throws it on over to Mincher, 2 outs. Now here's Tony Horton. We've talked about Tony before. He's still alive. But if you peel away at the layers, there's some very interesting shit that he went through. Here's Cleveland with a message, and I'd like to share that message as Tony Horton is coming to the plate. He writes, Cleveland, by the way, since today is Festivus, I did not know that, I have a grievance to air. Strat app hasn't worked in about 3 days. I also sort of need it for one of the August Gaylord Perry games. And if you want, if you're really in a bind, Cleveland, put out a call for someone. If they have it, tell us what year it is and what team he was on. Okay? We have Joel Horland, quote, I feel the pain, Tim. It's been a week making my own cards now. Isn't that something? And I quit the app. Mike Terranova has arrived. Hello, Mike. And I use, this is basic, but they also have advanced version of guidelines. That's what these are. See, this is the complete set. This has instructions here. I should put the advanced here. You see, they have all sorts of ways, and then you have to use your judgment. And I suggest, since it's a nameless player and you're really stretching, it's only fair to underestimate. So make their running a 1 to 12, okay? Make them absolutely no stealing. And if you're playing basic, make them knee. And then the fielding rating, you make them a 3, and then go with his. And if he was a 4 in real world, he's lucky. Here are the error ratings. And I always go with average. I'm not going to start looking up these people and seeing how many. And to me, that's incorporated into the game. By the way, these 2 items you see here always sit on the base of my monitor. The nameless players and the pitchers hitting cards. It's just, I think it's a very nice location to keep them. By the way, in case you didn't know, I keep this right here in between pitchers. And Clark is on the left side, the visitor, and McDowell is on the right side. Okay? And I have my charts and other crap right there. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. Having people here. I could even go something like this. Make it a little less. There. Yeah, that's intentional. This angle is intentional. Does anyone like that? Or would you rather have it? Oh, let me just keep it straight. I'm sorry, people. Yeah, Demos, you may have a point there. Demos, I got started with this game and it is cooking. Where were we? Ricky Clark on the mound for California. I don't know what year it was. They started out as the Los Angeles Angels, and then they changed the name to the California Angels. And then I think they went back and forth a couple times in the 80s or something. And then finally, they have been the Los Angeles Angels, I believe, for a while. I have not followed baseball too much since the 80s. I mean, of course, I know who Judge is. I know Ohtani. I know the Dodgers won it all this past season, a world championship. Oh, Anaheim. Oh, thank you, Cleveland. By the way, Cleveland, you're for the Indians in this game, aren't you? Because Tony Horton is at the plate. Just my mouth's a little dry. If you don't mind, I'm going to get myself a little water. Here we go now. Here's the pitch to it's no Cleveland. I'm not sure if he was with the Tigers, and of course it's not Willie Horton. Here's the pitch. This is a white guy. It's not Willie Horton. It's and this guy had troubles, I'm telling you. He also had some powers. 6'6" right-handed, base hit to right. Nice piece of hitting there for Tony Horton. And I embrace diversity more than anybody. Maybe he was a Tiger, Cleveland. You know, I can say good things with endearment. I have good intentions. My aim is true, okay? Tony Horton on first with one out with that nice base hit to right field, opposite field. Okay. Oh boy, Cleveland, you're quick. Well, Horton is a 1-16, not being held. It's a risk shot there. With a 4 is the only chance he'd get the lead. Vic Davalillo steps up. Horton on first, one out. Havoc roll. I think I got it. Demos, I think I pretty much got it. There might have been one time a game, the last few games, where I didn't do the Havoc. Just did a Havoc roll just now. And now we can pitch to Davalillo. And that's going to be 2-7 right-handed, grounds it to first, forcing Horton. I almost called him Morton. We have a Bubba Morton. That's going to be 2 outs, and Davalillo is on. Davalillo 1-15, 1-16 has a better chance. 1-14 being held. Oh, that's too bad. I would have gone for it on a 1-16 with a lead. My aim is true. Well, I think I heard you had a lover now. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. I think Allison is his signature, if you will. I think Allison is just a piece of great work. So Davalio on first, and Alvis at the plate with 2 outs here. And we got the Havoc roll coming down the pike. It's got to come down with runners on. Here's 4-5 on Alvis. Struck him out. Ricky Clark, very impressive. I'd like to know about Ricky Clark, if you don't mind. I'm going to look at a Ricky Clark right now. I just go to the game on Baseball Reference as my first gander at Ricky Clark. His first year was 67. We're back. Well, I had 174 innings. He had 94. Yeah, that's pretty bunch of innings. 17 starts, 1-11, and his ERA was not really commensurate with that. I'm going to do a sound check if you don't mind. Just doing a sound check after that robocall. Yeah, it's working. I have to test for myself, people. I know. Yeah, I say, you see, Al's a good guy. He says, we can hear you. Hey, I saw I saw a little bit of your game yesterday. It was live. It was a pleasure to see a live game. And I see you were talking a little bit about phlegm and mucus, and I think that's fine because, Strat-O-Matic is a culture. It's like you don't go fishing to catch fish, you go for an experience. And it's a human, I guess you'd call it, what would you call it? Phenomenon. It's a product of, I guess, a process where phlegm and mucus develop in the nose and throat area, and it's actually, I think, sometimes a good thing. I think it's the discharge of toxins. That's oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. If you were here's Joel Horland now. If you were 1-11, you're probably better than that. If you stunk, they would have benched you before you got that far. I think there's a lot of truth to what Joel is saying. It makes a lot of sense. I had not thought of that. And we have Al, the Red Sox fan, all together now. Al, Red Sox fan. I recommend you subscribe. He said, I shut my mic off the other day to cough and sneeze and then forgot to turn it back on for a bit. That can happen. I had an interesting experience. Since we got onto bodily functions, I went to the bathroom, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it was number 2. And I went in, I quietly did it, but the thing took me a lot longer than I would have hoped. That doesn't happen to me too much. It just, And it was kind of, I think Bill Ivanby remarked on it, that everything happens here. I mean, I didn't come out and say it. It went so long, maybe 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Maybe I'm overestimating, but I was able to actually get up, walk over, and explain about the delay. Yeah. And oh, this is a great game. That pitch to Alvis. To retire the side. See how easy you have it now? Now you just put Cleveland over here, right there, on the side. And we move to the top of the third, and it's McDowell. McDowell has fan 2. Bobby Knopp will lead it off. 1-7 left-handed, grounded to short for Larry Brown. And it's a nice play again for Brown. 1 out. And here's Ricky Clark. 1W right-handed. 6-4 right-handed, grounds third X. He got a little piece of it. Alva's 217. That's a reroll. Oh my Lord. Whole thing is a reroll. 1-8 struck him out. And that's the third by McDowell. And McDowell says, thank you very much for Ricky Clark getting on his own card, which is probably even better than McDowell's for strikeouts. 2 away now, and back to the top of the order. Paul Shaw is at the bat. Number 4. You said so long as it ended up being number 4. I don't know what number 4 is. I know number 1, number 2. Oh shit. Oh, this is getting really raunchy, I'm telling you. That's okay. Here's Paul Scholl now. Pitch from McDowell. 5-3 right-handed, fly ball right X, our 4th X today. That's Davalillo. 3-5 out in right. 3-5. 3-5 out in right. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Nice catch by Davalillo. And it's a 1-2-3 inning again. We're having a very, very tight game here. Nice and tight, and low hitting. Number 4 is number 2 twice. That's an interesting thing to distinguish between 2 parts of it. I don't really think I can all consider it just all a 1 number 2. I consider it as part of the same. Okay, I have to get up away. This is the last thing I'm going to say about it. Away from the lavatory, all cleaned up, completed with what I was doing, and then if in an hour you do another, okay, if you have diarrhea, I guess you can go on as much as possible. It's all part of the same thing. ruling a second one in concert with the first one. Has to have the passage of time. Chris Collette. Let's move on, okay? We can do better than this. I'm just joking with you. That's just part of my performance art element. Well, it's Ricky Clark again facing Cleveland. Had a fairly easy go of it thus far. Larry Brown leads it off. This is Brown's first plate appearance this afternoon, as will be Matt McDowell. That's 5-10 right-handed, grounded to short. That's the fifth X we've had. That is fielded by Fregosi 230. 4-2, he's going to try to get to this. 4-2, and he does, and he fires it. To Mincher, 1 out. Now here's McDowell. His first time up. 2W left-hander. First day back at work. Wow. Yeah, we got to pull together, folks. And those of you may want to question your payment on this month, even though it's, if they have any terms, those terms would say you could get a percentage back, but it would be a shame for, you know, a whole collective of players to be requesting refunds. Why not just give them the whole month? I know it's a lot of money. Here's McDowell. Maybe it's not a lot of money. 5-6 left-handed, grounder to second. And Knopp fields it to Mincher, 2 outs. Now the speedy Tommy Harper. .217 average. He did manage to steal 11. 69 is when he went crazy. They released him, Cleveland, I guess, for the expansion draft. That 6'9" right-handed walked him. So now we see will Harper run. 1-15, Clark 1-16. 1-14 being held. If he's going for the lead roll. Oh my, that might be, that's a 1. Attempting the lead. Possible pickoff. Take the second running rating, that's 1-11. Got a roll. He may get picked off here. Yes, he does. Ricky Taylor. Picks Harper off. Oh, if it's 5 hours, that's a long time. Yeah, I'm talking even an hour. You know what I mean? Maybe an hour or 2, you know, who knows? Isn't that something? I had my first pickoff now with this super advanced, I think it is, opportunities. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now this, let's go through this now. Tommy Harper, his second rating is 11. Let me look it up. I think it's the other way around, but I could be wrong. Let me look it up. Does anyone have a page number handy? But okay, Devils, if you tell me that 12, page 11, Cleveland, thank you, I see it now. If the number rolled is less than or equal to, the runner dives back safely, yeah. And Fuller, Harper dives back safely. It was not a pickoff. The roll was 5. Harper's second steal rating is an 11, and therefore 11, any roll 1 to 11 would have been dive back safely. The rest is a balk. Unfortunately, they don't buy in with the pitcher having a balk rating, but okay. It's not a pickoff, and this inning continues, even though I put the 0 here. Harper is on. He is now going to go for the lead. You see, we did the havoc roll first, and now we're going with the lead because we have with Harper 1 to 15. 1 to 16, 1 to 14 being held. Okay, Fuller at the plate. Clark from the stretch. First thing he's going to do is go for the lead. He gets a 6, he gets the lead. 1 to 14, he's safe. There he goes. And here's the throw from Buck Rogers. And he is safe. So Harper swipes second. Pretty daring shit there. 1 to 13. But I say it's more daring to just let him hit with 2 outs, nobody on, and hope something happens. Here, there's a runner in scoring position. They took the chance. he got the jump, and he was safe. Harper is in scoring position. Yeah. And here's Vern Fuller. You never know, Vern now. 2 outs, clutch situation. Pitch from Clark. It's 1-6 right-handed, triple 1-6. It's going to be a double. And in comes Harper. Oh, and the fans are cheering. Smack dab in the double by Vern Fuller, scoring Harper from second. He would have had a shot if he wasn't on first. If he was on first, he would have had no asteroids. And he's a 1-17, out to 2 outs, 1-19. Very little chance to go for him. So Vern Fuller with a big clutch double here to put the Fuller on second, 2 outs. And it'll be Jose Cardinal. Here's the pitch from Clark. That's 1-5 right-handed. That's a base hit. And Fuller will come home. Cleveland takes a 2-0 lead. A nice single. And Fuller was hustling. 1-5 right-handed single. He got the wave around from third base coach. Jose on first, a threat to steal. Maybe they ought to try that again for Duke Sims to come up. Ricky Clark has allowed 2 runs here in the third. Well, I'll tell you something, Cleveland. It's beautiful here. It's absolutely almost perfect. I mean, sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's actually warm. It's sunny, warm, but there's sort of a backdrop of cool, if you can possibly follow that. And actually, when the sun is burning bright where you are, it's sort of, it feels hot, kind of, but not too hot, you know. But the weather is just absolutely pitch perfect. We have 2 outs. I'd like to get through this before an intermission. It's Jose on first. He's going to try for the lead. Let's see this. No. One to 17, 1 to 18, being held 1 to 16. 2 to 6, 11, and 12. Whoa, he does not get it. And Duke Sims will come up. The powerful Duke Sims. .412 left-handed single, 1 to 11. That is a liner to second, caught by Knopp, and that will retire the side. But 2 runs for the Cleveland Indians. .15 degrees weather, and are you outside, Mike? Mike, are you outside? I just need to stretch and stand for a minute or 2 or 3. And bring you a little beautiful, relaxing ambiance. As we wait to come back to this ball game. Oh, so you're inside. Check what the temperature is. You're inside, yeah. Yeah, I got it. You know, I do a funny thing. I never use heat. The low today is 66, the high is 76. I'm not sure what it is right now. This is it's probably 76, but there's just a coolness in the air. And I believe that, just 1 second here. Yeah, you don't like it? You don't like that, Rick? I will come back in just a couple minutes, few minutes, just to show you. I'm just wearing some shorts. No shirt, so as to enjoy the sunshine. I'll be right back. It must be about 73, 74. And I want to welcome everybody here at the Strat-O-Matic Network. I believe Kathy is here. It's just a vibe I get. We heard from Kathy earlier. Kathy Harden is here. Great to have everybody here. Not everybody, but a lot of people. We're heading to the top of the fourth. It's 2-0 Cleveland, and McDowell thrown 3 scoreless, 3 strikeouts. Hasn't walked a batter. Fregosi leads it off. He did let up the double to Rijkaard. Here's McDowell now. That's 1-9 left-handed. That's a base hit for Fregosi. He made nice contact with that. One to 14 not being held. Or is it a borderline? No, he's not being held. Rick Reichart is the batter. Here's McDowell. Well, that's a possible wild pitch. His rating is 5. No, it's gloved nicely by Sims on a blazing fastball that could have gotten away, but somehow Sims saved it. That will be a ball 3, 2 strikes to Reichart. Full count. Reichart the tying run at the plate. On the missed wild pitch, there's no havoc roll here. It's a straight pitch. There it is, 210 left-handed. Ballpark slash, he's a right-hander, it's a 1, and it lines to short, 1 away. And Fregosi holds at first. The Subway Story. I am afraid to say I don't know what happened in the subway. If there was an attack. I can't find it in Google News. Would anyone be so kind as to drop a one sentence of what happened? I'm staying off. Okay, I have, my sling is working again, thank goodness. Oh, is that what happened, Kathy? Thank you for sharing that. And you know, Hinton is due up with Fregosi on first, 1 out. I just want to take a moment to process that. Just a moment, if you will. I'm going to try to mix up the. I'm open for constructive criticisms. I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit here. Plus, I'm going to throw my dinner in the oven. And I'll get back to the text in a moment. We'll get right back to this game.
This is the Timber-Pedic Breeze map.
Let me just get in touch with, and this may seem like more of the same, but get in touch with the idea that a person was burned to death and the misfortunes of others. If I'm going to be completely open and share a dark truth of mine, it's that the first thought I have is, damn, I'm sure glad that didn't happen to me or a loved one or anybody. Okay, that's my first thought. You never know if you're going to be a victim of crime. Even though you may never have, you might think it's not going to happen, but it could. The ethics report, I have CNN now in the background. Sling wasn't working, it worked now. It turned out to be a hiccup. I looked on the down detector. Anyway, that's pretty heavy stuff. Let me take a look at the text here. You know, Kathy, I feel with your words how strongly you feel about this, that it's sad, it's incomprehensible. Burning her, did she survive? Don't tell me she was killed. She did not survive. Oh my God. Lord. Mike Terranova says no, she did not survive. Okay. And I guess this is part of me, a good thing that I get to stay away from the negativity, you know? Wow. Well, Chuck Hinton comes up. Got sort of sidetracked there. It is 1 out, and Fregosi is on first. Not being held. And here's Hinton now. .410 right-handed struck him out. 4th strikeout for McDowell. A strikeout an inning. Don Mincher now the batter. .16 left-handed struck him out, and that will be 5 for McDowell. And he's retired 10 in order. And he's got the card for that. Okay, Ricky Clark allowed 2 in the 3rd. Endurance inning is 5. Tony Horton leads it off. 6-3 right-handed, that's a slash, and that is going to be caught by the shortstop. Jim Fregosi, 1 down. Now Vic Davalillo. Two right-handed, pops it to short again, Fregosi. 2 away. And Max Alva's the batter. 3-8 right-handed, grounds it to short. And Fregosi again. This time he fires it over to Mincher for a 1-2-3 of his own. And it's a 2-0 ball game. Only difference there, 2 runs by Cleveland in the 3rd. On a huge double by Fuller and a single by Cardinal. After Harper walked and stole second. And we're going to move to the top of the 5th. Sudden Sam McDowell. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, it was Ricky Clark, yeah. Yeah. It will be McDowell. Let me read this text. Kathy says, I don't think they knew at first it was a person and they let the guy go. Caught him later at another subway stop. And Mike adds, 3 high school kids made the call to NYPD to tell them where he was at social media at its best. Oh, that's like autonomous, spontaneous crowd sourcing. And unbelievable. I don't like to get people on a we're moving to the top of the 5th. Bubba Morton will lead it off. It was a great job, Kathy. 6-5, right-handed struck him out. Number 6, and that's 3 in a row for McDowell. Here's Buck Rogers. McDowell not disappointing today thus far. .212 left-handed, lines it to third, right at Alvis, but like a rocket. And he caught it. Here's Bobby Knopp. 2 outs, nobody on. 4-7 right-handed fly ball center for Cardinal. And he makes the catch, and we are in the middle of the 5th. It's 2-0 Cleveland. I think the pitchers are really taking control. I'm going to throw my dinner in the oven and be back in, as long as that takes, probably a minute. It's a whole minute. I'm having a Swedish meatballs doubles, two of them. To really get my fill of protein. And then for dessert, we have 2 bananas and 5 chocolate chip cookies. And that's my diet. So we got that going. Seven fishes Christmas Eve. Wow. Very, very nice. Okay, we're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Ricky Clark comes out. He retired the side in order last inning. And Max Alvis, Larry Brown comes up. .26 right-handed, grounds it to short. And Fregosi makes the play. 1 out. And here's McDowell, a big hand for McDowell. Clark into his windup. 4-10. McDowell left-handed, catcher X, our 6th catcher X of the day. 215. 17-2. It's going to be a pass ball. No one on. It's a pop out. 2 outs. And it's going to be top of the order, Tommy Harper. Here's Clark now. That is 4-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Harper, second time swinging. 3rd strikeout for Clark. A 1-2-3. Retired 7 in a row now. As we go through the middle innings. It is 2-0 Cleveland. Here's McDowell. His first endurance is the 8th. And they're going to have Ricky Clark hit here in the 6th. Clark 1 WR. 2-4 struck him out. Number 7 for McDowell. Here's Paul Shaw. Wow, that is some Mike, 1 pizza, 2 shrimp scampi, 3 stuffed galema, 4 lobster, linguine with clam sauce. Boy, that is something. Okay, 1 out, Shaw at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Flew to right twice to Davalillo. McDowell and the pitch. 2-8. Left-handed, flies it to left. For Harper, 2 outs. And here's Fregosi now. Wow, that is some good food. 2-5. Grounds it to second. Fuller has it, throws to Horton, and it's a 1-2-3 again for McDowell. He's got 9 in order. Here's Ricky Clark. Staying with Clark in his second endurance inning. And Vern Fuller will lead it off. One 5 right-handed base hit, Fuller. His second hit of the ball game. Okay, Vern Fuller on first after a single, not being held. And Jose Cardinal is the batter. See, Indians can get something extra going here. Havoc roll. And the pitch from Jose to Jose. That's going to be 6-8 right-handed, walked him. Jose with a base on balls. First and second, nobody out now. Ricky Clark, 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Hamilton is warming. Here's Duke Sims now. Whoa, that could be a wild pitch. His rating is a 20. Ay, ay, ay. Didn't have to roll it. It's a 20. Look at that. That's a wild pitch. And everybody will move up. Wild pitch by Clark. Second and third, no outs for Duke Sims. And that's going to be it for Ricky Clark right there. CRA isn't bad, but we're going to take him out. There's going to be a little break in the action here. Clark went 5 innings. Only 4 hits. He walked 2, struck out 3, has allowed 2. He's responsible second and third, no outs. And Hamilton will be the pitcher. What the hell? Jack Hamilton, right-hander, he only had 38 innings pitched in this game. We're going to have Jack Hamilton come in here. He's going to take his warm-ups. Spokane Steve, happy holiday to you. We have a little break in the action, Steve. Jack Hamilton is coming in for Ricky Clark, who went 5 innings, faced 2 batters. He's second and third on a wild pitch. It was a base hit by Fuller. Cardinal walked, no outs. Then the wild pitch by Clark, and being 1 hit and or walk away for realism's sake, he has been pulled after the wild one at second and third, and Hamilton will have to come in. I imagine the infield will be playing in already a 2-0 ball game. I'm gonna step outside for a minute and get a little fresh air. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes, and when we do, it'll be Steve Hamilton in for Clark for the Angels. They trail 2-0, and Cleveland is threatening again. Second and third, nobody out. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. And the infield will be in. Or will they will they sacrifice a run? Well, I don't think so. I could see getting a double play. So the infield is in. It's second and third. Left by Clark, Ricky Clark, and Duke Sims. Comes up to the plate. Hamilton now on the mound. Here's the pitch to Sims. 1-5, and he walked him. The bases are full now. And the infield is brought back. They'll concede a run for 2 outs to avoid a big inning. Got to cut your losses sometimes. And here comes the dangerous Tony Horton. Full windup by Hamilton now. That's 2-9 right-handed. And that is a shot into the gap for Horton. And it is dropping and rolling to the wall. Fuller scores. Cardinal scores. Sims rounding third. 2-9 right-handed. That's to center. There's no outs. No hold. So we'll go with Sims at a 1-9. +1, no hold, 1-10. Center field 0. 50-50 shot. Second and third, nobody out. We're not going. They hold the runner. Pretty smart move, I'd say. And suddenly it is a 4-0 ball game. And for Cleveland fans, I think this is a pleasant turn of events. Now Vic Davalillo second and third. Infield back. Whoa, does not count. It's nullified. House rule. What happened in my mind? There we go. That's 5-8 left-handed. Flies to center. That'll be deep enough for Sims to tag. And now Hamilton has allowed a run of his own. 5-0. Nice to see Cleveland getting some runs. And Sam McDowell throwing great baseball. It's 1 out, Horton on second. Here's Alvis. Two 5 right-handed, double 1-13. It's a double. Oh my. Horton scores. Just a monstrosity here. 4 runs now, and they're going to keep him in. Pitching coach came out, told him, calm down. Larry Brown now. Anything but an out. And he will be removed, Hamilton. Alvis on second with 1 away. That's 1-4, grounds it to third B. I think he'll hold. He will hold. 2 outs. And here's McDowell. Maybe Hamilton was shaky at first. And he can stay in this game, perhaps. Here's McDowell. He's got to retire McDowell, though. Alvis scoring position, 4 runs in already. Whoa, it's a re-roll. Don't even look. Oh, it's a possible wild pitch. Hamilton is at 20. Oh, that is a wild pitch. Second one now, this inning. Clark made the first one. Alvis goes to third. They're lucky he wasn't on third. And here's McDowell. .26 struck him out. And the side is finally retired, but 2 runs. Oh, 4 runs. I'm so sorry. Just checking the instant replay here. He will hold 2 outs. And here's McDowell. Shaky at first. And he can stay in this game, perhaps. Here's McDowell. He's got to retire McDowell, though. Alvis scoring position, 4 runs in already. It's a replay. Whoa, it's a re-roll. Don't even look. Oh, it's a possible wild pitch. Hamilton is at 20. Oh, that is a wild pitch. Second one now, this inning. Clark made the first one. Alvis goes to third. They're lucky he wasn't on third. And here's McDowell. .26 struck him out. And the side is finally retired, but 2 runs. Oh, 4 runs. I'm so sorry. Side is retired. We are back to live action here. McDowell takes the mound, top of the 7th. And Rick Reichart leads it off. California down by 6. Pitch to Reichart, that's 3-10. Grounds it to short, 1 out. Now here's Hinton. Hinton 0 for 2. 6-6, right-handed, struck him out. That is the 8th strikeout for Sam McDowell. McDowell is dealing indeed. In fact, he has retired now. 11 in order. And Chuck Hinton, I'm sorry, Mincher is due up. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's McDowell now. 3-4, and that's a base hit. Oh, left-handed struck him out. Oh. 9th strikeout, 12 in order. I'm just enjoying watching the, this was against the left-hander, 3-6, struck him out. Would have been a pop-out otherwise. 1, 2, 3. Here's Hamilton. He got scuffed up for 2 runs himself. Getting hit pretty bad. He'll face the top of the order. Harper leads it off. Here's the pitch, 4-10. Grounds it to short. And Fregosi fields it, throws to Mincher. Harper retired. Now here's Fuller, 2 for 3. Double, scored, single scored, knocked in a run. That's 4-8 right-handed, grounded to third. And Shaw throws him out, 2 away. Now Jose Cardinal. 6-8 right-handed, double 1 to 6. It'll be a double. Cardinal with his second hit of the ball game. Here's Duke Sims. This is a clutch situation. Havoc, no. Pitch to Sims now. 110 right-handed, grounds it back to Hamilton. He fields it and throws to Mincher. Side is retired. Don't count California out of this. Sam McDowell on the mound, down 6-0. This would be an inning if Hamilton is due up. They might have a pinch hitter. Bubba Morton leads it off, 0 for 2, struck out twice by McDowell. Here's the pitch. 3-10 left-handed, grounds it back to McDowell. He fields it, throws it out. 13 in order. Now Buck Rogers. A 2-hit shutout. He allowed a double in the first, a single in the fourth. And that's it, with 9 strikeouts. Buck Rogers, 5'9", batting right-handed, grounds it to short X. Brown, 325. Throws him out. 2 away. Nice play by Brown. And here's Bobby Knopp. That's a 1-4 ballpark slash, right-handed 1. No, lines it to short. Caught by Brown. And it's another 1-2-3, and I guess that's 15 in order by McDowell. Now we're gonna take a break for 2 or 3 minutes. We're cruising right along, right along. We're at the 1 hour mark, I believe. No, the 2 hour mark. This game started at 1. Technically, first pitch was about 1:04 p.m. And it's just nice to see Cleveland winning a ball game. Cleveland actually was not that bad. You might associate Cleveland with bad teams, but they were 86 and 75. They finished 3rd. In the American League. Only Baltimore and Detroit were ahead of them. Baltimore won 91. Detroit won the pennant and World Series. They had 103 wins. And the Angels, on the other hand, came in 8th, losing 95 games. So they were acting like an expansion team. I should say performing, or like a bad team. Yeah, Louis Tiant actually pitched in relief in this ball game. I'm going to take my break, but Louis is available. We hope not for Cleveland that McDowell can ride it through. I can't find Louis Tiant here. There he is. 21 and 9. 1.60. And he pitched in relief in this game in the real world. That's what I put here. Using it as a guideline, knowing it's okay to use him, even though he's a starter. I have no hesitation, if necessary. It is unnecessary at this point. And there you are. If you want to take a gander, when I take my break, I guess you'd prefer with the statistics. I'll keep Tiant out here for all of you to watch. And I'll be back in just about 2 or 3 minutes. Well, we are very definitely back here. My Swedish meatballs are cooking. They got about 10 minutes left. It's a double order to get a good fill of protein. Cleveland coming up 6-0. It's Hamilton again. This will be his last inning. He's due up next inning to lead off. Tony Horton is the batter. One-nine right-handed, grounds it to shortstop. And Fregosi throws across the diamond. 1 out. Now Vic Davalillo. Six, seven, left-handed, grounds it to second X. Canapa 117. He must have had some year. 16-1 throws him out. If you're looking ahead to the top of the ninth, again, it'll be Hamilton due up with a pinch hitter, Scholl, the leadoff hitter, and Fregosi. Down by 6. Stranger things have happened. Okay, Hamilton, and the pitch to Alvis. 5-7, single 1-18. It is a base hit, a 2-out single, second hit for Alvis today. 1-15. One to 20, not being held. Here's Larry Brown now. That's a 6-9 right-handed triple 1-10. And it's dropping in for a triple off Jack Hamilton. My goodness, with 2 outs, 7-0. A 6-9 right-handed triple 1-10 off of Hamilton's card. And Hamilton is 1 hitter walk away from fatigue. They're going to let him stay in and pitch with 2 outs to McDowell. Larry Brown with the triple. And here's McDowell. 2 outs, 1 in, 7-0 Cleveland. Batting in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch now to McDowell. 2-6, and he struck him out. 1 run though, and that makes it 7-0. And we're heading to the top of the 9th. It's been all Sam McDowell, along with some nice hitting by Cleveland. Okay, McDowell is ready. There's going to be a pinch hitter for Hamilton. Three runs in 3 innings. Let's see who's going to hit. The hitter will be right-handed hitter Aurelio Rodriguez. Rodriguez will be the pinch hitter, but I'm going to take a break for about 7 minutes to eat my dinner. I sure hope you understand. I sure hope you'll stick around and continue in the chat with one another. Thank you, Rick. Got to fill the stomach with nutrition to enjoy play. And that's been proven in psychology, the psychology of play. If you're not satiated, I guess there could be some exceptions. It's very good. I swear by Swedish meatballs, by Stouffer's. I'm not a fan of Stouffer's, but this is one thing they did good. And if you like Swedish meatballs, this is in a savory sauce and noodles and little Swedish meatballs. And I treated myself to a double order. And we'll get back to this game, 7-0 Cleveland. They're a good team this year. I don't think of them as a good team. They won 85 games. Sam McDowell has allowed only two hits, a double in the first, a single in the fourth. Otherwise, no walks. Struck out 9. And he's on his way, if he can retire the side here without any hits. He'd have the lowest hit game to date. Joe Negro threw a 3-hit shutout. And he will face the top of this. First, he'll face Aurelio Rodriguez to lead off as a pinch hitter. Then the top of this Angels order. Estimated resumption of this game is about 10 minutes. Maybe sooner. Okay. He had sex with a minor, according to the report. I wonder if that forces the DOJ or some agency to take action to explore the evidence and see if it should be taken to a grand jury. Top of the ninth. This is it for Cleveland. They trail. This is it for California and Cleveland. California trails 7-0. Rodriguez pinch hitting. Oh. Okay, here's McDowell and his pitch to Rodriguez. 6-7 right-handed, walked him. Now, this is McDowell's second endurance inning. He has full endurance. Rodriguez is on. And Paul Scholl, the batter. .110 pops it up to short, and Larry Brown makes the catch. It's one away. Now Fregosi. .17, double 1-5. Fly ball to left, chasing for it, Harper, and he makes the catch. And Rodriguez holds. McDowell 1 out away from the complete game shutout with 9 strikeouts. A 2-hitter. This was only his first third base runner allowed. Okay, Reichart looks in. He's 1 for 3. He doubled in the first. Whoop, it's a re-roll. Damn. My mind was totally gone. 2-9, left-handed. Struck him out. Oh, in a flourish. 2-9, left-handed, struck him out. His 10th of the ball game. Cleveland wins at 7-0. I'll be back with the recap in just a minute. Let me enter this as a low hit game. So that just about does it. The final 7-0 Cleveland. McDowell all the way with a shutout, 2-hit shutout. You can't ask for much better than that. He walked one, struck out 10. And also some good bats for the Cleveland Indians. Fuller went 2 for 4. Horton went 2 for 4. Alvis went 2 for 4. Larry Brown hit a triple to bring in a run. Lots of good hitting, no home runs. And that's it. And that will put California 1 1/2 games behind. Actually, they'll be 2 games behind now with Cleveland taking first place. We are in such an early stage of this replay. For your interest, here are the standings right now. I'm not going to enter these standings currently. But here are, if you could possibly see, here's the American League. And you can see that Cleveland will now bump up a half-game lead in first after this win. But, you know, more teams need to play. And California hits the cellar. And they'll be 2 games out. Very early on. And we've got about a picture like this. Chicago Cubs win their first 2 games, and they're in first by a half game. 4 teams a half game out, 4 teams 1.5 out, and 1 team 2 out. It's early, it doesn't mean much. Yankees are 1-0. Detroit lost, they're 0-1. If you want to look at who was at St. Louis, the world champions, 0-1. So that's about all we have here. I'm going to take it easy and get ready. It was the Sudden Sam show, Steve Spokane says. It was the Sudden Sam show all the way. Player of the game. I'm going to put my stuff away. I'm going to relax for a little while, a little under an hour, and then I'm going to get ready for Steve's game. Just go there, Steve Spokane. Just go to him and just put the search in Spokane Steve, and his channel will come right up. You could subscribe. He plays a game at 4:30 Eastern. That's 1:30 West Coast and 2:30 Steve Spokane's time. Yes, you go for Rocky Mountain time. I want to thank everybody for being here. I'll go through it all. Steve's next game is 4:30. Here, I'll show it to you. Here at Steve's channel. His next game is this afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, 1:30 on the West Coast. If you're on the West Coast, it'll automatically show that time. And here's this game that I'm broadcasting right now. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll to test. Testing. Testing the audio. Thank you, Joel Horland. Testing the audio here. Testing. Testing. I'll catch you all later. Testing. Catch you all later. Thank you to Mike Terranova. Thank you, Joel Horland, Spokane Steve, Bill Ivamy, Kathy Harden, and everybody else who was kind enough to come on and share. I'll catch you all next time. We'll see you later. By the way, at 6 p.m. Eastern, I have a fascinating 5-hour testimony by Richard Helms to the House Select Committee on Assassinations on September 22, 1978. 5+ hours. And that will be 6 p.m. Eastern. Take care.